Squeaky. I don't know if anyone else has this, but I feel like once a week, I'll just have this phrase or like a principle that just sticks with me, and I try to kind of live my life by it. And so this week's principle has been make time. And the three things that I feel like, well, okay, rewind. If we're not aware of our actions and our choices, we'll start to just react to life. I know a lot of times I just want to procrastinate or I get burnt out, and so I just kind of do whatever impulsively I want to do. And I've realized that if I continue to live that lifestyle or that in that way, that I'm gonna get older and then I'm gonna be disappointed with what I've done with my life or with where I'm at and who I've become. And so this idea keeps coming back to my mind that we need to make time. Unless you make time, there's certain things that are never gonna happen. And so there's been three things that have been on my mind to make time for. Make time for my relationships, make time for my health, and make time for God. And these things, like relationships, like if you're not focused on building your relationship with your spouse, with your kids, with your friends, like those things will just start to fall apart. And they don't necessarily fall apart overnight, but it will deteriorate over time. And same with your health. Like, you know, you don't exercise one day, you're not just gonna instantly get fat. But it's over time and over the years of not making time for that eventually you'll suffer the consequences of those choices. And the same with your relationship with God. You may not realize how far away from God you've drifted until years later or months later. And there may be other aspects of life that are important for you guys to make time for. But those are the three that I've been focusing on this week. And when we make time for those things, you have to make that effort, but the rewards pay off in the end. And I always say this: the choices of today affect the experience of tomorrow. And I feel like that's really true, because every time you make a choice today, like if I eat a whole tub of ice cream today, tomorrow I'm gonna feel sick and nasty, and it'll affect my experience of tomorrow. It's good to just reflect on, like, what should I be making time for? What do I feel like is lacking, and what do I need to do to make it better?